Overview. Consider it the overlanding vehicle for rich families. The 2023 disclosure proceeds with Land Meanderer's tradition of rough terrain capacity, yet envelops it by a cutting-edge, upscale bundle. There's space for 7 across 3 lines of seats, albeit the third column is cozy and the most appropriate to kids. 2 turbocharged motors are advertised. The section-level power plant is a 296 horsepower 4-chamber, and the update motor is a smooth and refined 355 horsepower inline-6. What's going on for 2023? The Revelation setup acquires a stacked Metropolitan version for 2023, complete with the 355 horsepower inline-6 motor, extraordinary 22-inch wheels, a head-up show, a warmed directing wheel, and warmed seats for each of the 3 lines. The outside is spruced up with interesting grille, exceptional symbols, and silver guard embeds. Inside, another titanium cross-section trim is inlaid on the scramble and entryway boards. The mid-range R-Dynamic trim presently comes standard with a dark difference rooftop, and the remainder of the setup acquires a few new standard highlights, including warm front seats, versatile journey control, 3-zone programmed environment control, and a Meridian sound system. What's happening for 2023? The disclosure setup acquires a stacked Metropolitan release for 2023, complete with the 355 horsepower inline-6 motor, unique 22-inch wheels, a head-up show, a warmed directing wheel, and warmed seats for each of the 3 columns. The outside is spruced up with one-of-a-kind grille, extraordinary seals and silver guard embeds inside. Another titanium lattice trim is inlaid on the scramble and entryway boards. The mid-range R-Dynamic trim currently comes standard with a dark differentiation rooftop, and the remainder of the setup acquires a few new standard elements, including warm front seats, versatile voyage control, 3-zone programmed environment control, and a Meridian sound system. The mid-range R-Dynamic model offers the best worth in the disclosure arrangement, as it adds haze lights, drove tail lights, aluminium inside trim, and particularly styled front and back guards. Base S and R-Dynamic models come norm with the Super 4 motor, however the R-Dynamic can be optioned with the more impressive inline 6-chamber motor for $5,550. The high-level HSE trim gets the inline 6 as standard gear, motor, transmission, and execution. All Revelation models accompany full-time all-wheel drive as standard. However, purchasers can pick between a 296 horsepower turbocharged 2.0-liter 4-chamber or a 355 horsepower turbocharged 3.0-liter inline 6, the last option of which utilizes a 48-volt mixture framework. We haven't gotten an opportunity to test drive the Disco with the base Super 4, yet with the inline 6, the enormous Land Wanderer feels cheerful in and out of town and conveys satisfactory power for expressway consolidating and passing. At our test track, the 6-chamber disclosure came to 60 miles per hour in 6.3 seconds. The Land Wanderer's experience-prepared mission takes care of those looking for SUV for significantly more than simply savaging the parking garage at the shopping center, yet it comes to the detriment of on-street expertise. The Revelation's dealing with isn't generally so unwieldy as one would expect, yet it actually feels awkward and unbalanced while taking an alternate route. The Disco never allows you to fail to remember that you're guiding an enormous SUV. Generally, ride quality is very great, and, surprisingly, unforgiving knocks are managed without any problem. Directing feel, nonetheless, is non-existent, particularly on focus, where an enormous dead spot makes a requirement for regular controlling rectifications while cruising on the roadway. On the off chance that towing a weighty burden is on the agenda, the Disco is evaluated to tow as much as 8,200 pounds. Inside, solace, and freight. The Revelation's inside materials are upscale, and the plan is suitably opulent. Extravagance highlights flourish all through the lodge, and the degree of solace just increments as you move through the more costly trims. Power flexible, warmed cowhide seats with discretionary back rub capability for the driver and front seat traveler offer great help and, surprisingly, better padding. Second line seats give front and rearward and lean back changes. Without satisfactory room to pull gear, there would be less open doors for experience. With both of its back lines of seats collapsed, the Disco's extensive lodge ended up being very obliging with space for 29 of our portable bags. Be that as it may, flip the last column of seats up and stack the Revelation with the full supplement of 7 would-be pilgrims, and the most extreme number of portable bags it can convey drops to only 2 behind the third line.